Sam! Welcome to No Facts Needed. And today, we're going to be talking about whether the NFL should change to 18-game format with players playing only 16 games. Eli, what's your initial reaction to this?
Initially, I'm thinking, why? You know,
Yeah.
the only reason, well, not the only reason, but the main reason I think is just more money if you have more games.
Yeah, I think the NFL has a pretty good thing going. It's been around, I don't know how long this format has been for.
1977.
I think it works out pretty well, and I think if we kind of just throw a wrench in it and change it up, it's going to be really weird and a big adjustment that's probably going to take 2 or 3 years for the league to get used to.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for it is limiting players to only 16 games.
Yeah, that's the proposition.
Just an example, backup quarterbacks would have to play for 2 games. So Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, their backups would have to play for whatever team they play for.
But good teams would be alright, I feel like, because they would just be able to do what they already do, just sit everyone.
Yeah.
But that would be hard. You have 22 starters, I guess, so.
Yeah. I think
it would be a new challenge for coaches and players.
I think
to
it'd
manage.
be big to see if the teams would sit all their players at once or kind of distribute it throughout the year. What do you think would happen?
I think you'd see both.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the first year everybody would try to stagger, but then if teams started to figure out, hey, if we can win this many games and then sit our players, they would do that.
Yeah. One thing that I think is usually players don't play the full 16 games because of injuries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that would kind of, I don't know, it'd kind of help for the coaches, but it'd still be weird to make a player sit out a game.
But then you'd be talking about, what is it, 21 games you have to play in a season if you made it to the Super Bowl?
For the team, but not the player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we should mention, if they're going to do this, they have to cut preseason.
Yeah.
Because I don't want 4 weeks of that and then 2 more games that could end up being meaningless.
At most, only have 1 preseason game.
I could see 2.
I could see 2 too, but I think 2 also. But I think it would just make more sense just to have 1.
Oh, one more thing. The Ringer produced an article and they were talking about an extra bye week. I would get that, but from a fan's perspective, it would kind of suck.
Yeah.
Because like that's just an extra bye week. You can't play with fantasy players, and an extra bye week you can't stop playing.
I really like 18 games. I just don't like this limiting players to 16 games.
Well, I mean...
And I feel like NFL players, like, that would kind of suck for them at first, but that's still more revenue for the cap space to go up and they get paid more.
I wonder how that would work. Would we see an increase in like the salary cap and stuff?
I think so. Because I think the salary cap is going up soon anyway.
Because
so
you would have more demand for bench players.
Yeah.
Like backup quarterbacks.
Do you think you would increase the roster size? Maybe from like 53 to 69? Yeah.
No,
not that big, but
maybe like 57.
I would say like 60. Make it even.
I just feel like the NFL is so, they're like trying to cut down on injuries so much. I feel like it's probably a long shot that they put 2 more games on these players every year.
Well, the thing I see it as is this is perfect for the owners because you get an extra 2 games, but you don't have to pay players more because they play the same amount.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I think the players would probably be pretty mad because they have to play an extra. I mean,
They don't have to play extra 2 games, but they have to sit and watch an extra 2.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like when I initially read it, I was like, no.
No. I thought it was something that like Bleacher Report was like hypothetical situation like.
You think we'd ever see a team go 18-0?
I think it'd be too hard for backups.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's possible.
No, I do think it's possible.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible because it's asking a lot for a backup quarterback or backup O-line.
Well, I feel like 16-0. I feel like it would be just as hard as going 16-0, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, because at a certain point, your system is just that good. If you're winning 16 games,
I guess you're right.
So if you could get to 16, that same team can probably win 18. I feel like.
What position do you think would be affected the most? I would say O-line. Because I think you can see a big difference from like starting good O-linemen and backup O-linemen.
There's almost like no one across the league has good O-line depth. You know?
Yeah, no.
Like some teams have enough players at certain positions like corner or wide receiver
Yeah.
to like make up for a loss. But there's like every team has maybe one guy they're comfortable playing.
Mhm.
But after like that's why you see such a drop off when players get hurt.
No, I agree with you. And players like, well, quarterback, if you have a good system around you, the quarterback can still be good. Wide receiver, if you have a good quarterback throwing to you, you're good. Running back, if you have a good O-line, you're good. But O-line, you're pretty much, if you're not good, then nobody can help you be good.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see, but I wouldn't want to see it unless they made players play 18 games and they only made one preseason game at most.
Yeah. Gotta cut preseason. for
Yeah,
sure.
I think that's the biggest thing. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment and subscribe.
Cue the clip of a little kid.